Hello and welcome to the Money Marketing Podcast, and welcome to this special series of Weekend Essay podcasts. Join us as we delve into the personal narratives of our editorial team, exploring the intersection of life experiences and financial advice. From triumphs to setbacks, each episode offers a candid glimpse into the journeys that shape our perspectives on money management. Get ready to uncover the human side of finance as we share our stories, insights, and lessons learned along the way. Welcome to the Weekend Essays on the Money Marketing Podcast.
Weekend Essay. We're not going on a summer holiday. Back in 1963, Cliff Richard told the world that everyone was going on a summer holiday. There'd be no more work for a couple of weeks, and generally life was great. That may have been true in the 60s, Cliff, but fast forward 4 decades, mate, and unfortunately, many of us won't be. It's certainly not something I'll be singing to my kids this year, or any year, to be honest, because it's a god-awful song. The reality is, times have changed, and, for most parents, a trip to somewhere where the sun is shining and the sea is blue has simply become unaffordable. Now, I appreciate that hotels, airlines, and holiday providers need to make a profit. I also understand that prices during peak season are always going to be higher than the off-peak season. That's nearly always been the case. What I struggle to accept is how much higher, particularly post-COVID. A quick search for a 7-night, all-inclusive holiday in Spain in the last week of August for myself and my 2 daughters, 5 and 10, comes out at around £3,000. The same holiday in the second week of September, £1,600. At those prices and with those sorts of savings, is it any wonder more and more parents are taking their kids out of school? Figures released by the Department for Education show nearly 400,000 penalty charge notices were issued for unauthorised school absences in England in 2022 to 2023. Almost 9 in 10, 89.3% of these, were for unauthorised holidays. Yet, rather than tackle the issue of providers overcharging, fines for parents have gone up again this week. As of Monday, 19th of August, this has risen from £60 to £80 if paid within 21 days, and from £120 to £160 if paid within 28 days. A parent can only receive 2 fines within any 3-year period. After that, alternative action may be considered, including a parenting order or prosecution. Parents who are prosecuted and attend court can be fined up to £2,500, receive a community order, or even face up to 3 months in jail. Of course, there will always be some who take the mick, but for the most part, they just don't want to be ripped off. And they aren't the real criminals here. There is also the argument that it is disruptive to education. Let's be honest. Missing a week or 2 of school, unless it's around the time of important exams or the child is behind academically, is unlikely to make a difference. Here's an idea. How about making holidays more affordable so people don't have to take their kids out of school? Instead of punishing hard-working parents for trying to enjoy a trip abroad with the family, why not place some sort of restriction on how much the providers can charge? It seems an obvious solution to the problem, perhaps too obvious. Yet nothing is being done. Giving holiday providers free rein to hike prices however they see fit, without any restrictions, will only price more people out of booking a half-time break. That, in turn, will lead to more unauthorised absences, and so the problem continues. More to the point, should we accept that this is the norm? As I say, I know businesses need to make money, but there's a fine line between a healthy profit and blatant exploitation. Some of these companies are enjoying record returns and lining shareholders' pockets while the average Joe suffers. In the same way energy companies are raking in money while old folk struggle to heat their homes, it stinks of corporate greed and leaves a bitter taste in the mouth. I know some people reading this will say that with better financial planning, I could afford to take the girls away. And you'd probably be right. Most providers allow you to pay a small deposit and spread the rest of the payments over the course of a year in more manageable instalments. But even then, for a £3,000 holiday, you're looking at almost £300 a month, which, in the current economic climate, is not an insignificant amount of money. I suppose I could still stick it on a credit card and spend my week away crying into my pina colada, thinking about having to pay it off after. There are some providers trying to offer deals to help holiday makers out. Budget airline Wizz Air, for example, have this week launched a new all-you-can-fly initiative that allows pass holders unlimited travel on eligible flights for £500. Unlimited travel for £500 a year almost sounds too good to be true. And unsurprisingly, that's because it kind of is. It comes with a plethora of hidden charges, and you're only allowed to book the flights up to 72 hours before they take off. I'm a pretty spontaneous person, but that's not really ideal when it comes to planning a holiday with the kids. Without some kind of intervention, it's hard to envisage exactly where this merry-go-round will end. Are the government going to just keep increasing fines while allowing providers to keep pushing up prices? Or are they actually going to take action to tackle the root cause of the problem?
Thank you for joining us on this episode of our weekend essay series. We do hope that you enjoyed it. Please do keep up to date with all our new releases via Podbean, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and everywhere else you get your podcasts from. You can also keep up to date with all our new content published on the Money Marketing website, as well as our print edition Money Marketing magazine, so make sure to subscribe. Follow us on Twitter, LinkedIn, Facebook, Instagram, and Threads. See you next time.